Welcome to today's session.
Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, very
Yes,
loud.
we can hear you.
How is the quality of the sound and the audio and video?
It's fine.
Okay, thank you. So we are recording now. Today is our second day, our second session. Today we are going to finalize on lesson 1. We are going to finalize on the various parts of a 3D printer. I sent out a video. Did you manage to watch it on the various parts of a 3D printer?
Yes.
Yes. So basically, we are going to, that explains the various parts of a 3D printer. So we are going to take as less time as possible since we already know what is the bed, what is the printer. So I'm just going to go through the slides very fast since I already shared that and we covered it last time. So let me share my screen. Can you be able to see my screen, please?
Yes.
You can see it, yes? Yes. So today we are going to take a short time to look at in detail what consists of the extruder. So last week we left at the various parts of the 3D printer. We looked at this Cartesian and Delta 3D printer types. So that is where we left. So we are going to go very fast to the extruder. So the extruder, if you look at it in detail, this is how it looks like. It consists of a gear mechanism. So I showed you in the video a gear and a motor, which when the motor rotates, it actually extracts or it pulls the filament. So the filament in the diagram is the blue color, the one in blue color. So there is a fixed feeder. The type, if we look at, we are going to look at the two various types. But on the left, you can see there is a gear and some circular surface or some round surface. So when the gear or the extruder motor rotates, then the blue part, which is our filament, is sucked into the extruder. So so in the extruder head, or in the printing head, we are having a guide. The guide is just some plastic which ensures that it consists of a plastic and some rubber which guides the filament into the head. Then we are having a radiator. The radiator is just used to cool. It's made out of aluminum, which is made to cool the parts. Then there's an insulator, and then the heater. The heater, you know, as I told you, it's just a filament, or it's just a metal. It's a metal filament that when you pass electricity through it, it's a coil, just like the coil we use in our houses, but much smaller one. And it preheats, or it heats the plastic and changes its form. If you look, we are having yellow and red, meaning it's hot inside there. So it changes its form from the solid metal, solid plastic, sorry, and then it changes it into liquid, which is dispersed, or which comes out through the nozzle. In the head there, the print head there, we also have a temperature sensor. So I told you can be able to regulate the print head the temperature of the print head. So that is where you put the temperature sensor. Is a sensor that measures how much temperature, what's the temperature, how hot or how cold the head is. So that is what we are going to use to regulate the temperature. So when it goes very high, we reduce the current flowing through the filament, and otherwise now we maintain it at a specific temperature. So the extruder consists of a gear motor which pushes the filament into the heated hot head, which melts the plastic before it leaves the nozzle. So the print head melts the plastic, changing its form so that it can flow through the nozzle. So there are two types of extruder architecture. Basically, how they are built. There is one which is direct extruder, which have a gear placed directly above the hot head. There is the one on my left, and then the one on my right. So, or the one labeled A. All the extruder motor and the head where the extrusion happens or where the heating happens are in one setup, or they are in one they are together. But the other one is called Borden extruder. So the Borden extruder, this one is also quite common, like the one that I have here, the printer I have here. Basically, this has a tube. So if you look, we are having a tube. I'll show you on the printer. You already saw there is a tube. I'll bring this closer. So we have a tube here. All of you can see there is blue tube. And this blue tube here is where it's this is
Can't hear you.
okay, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes. So I was saying this is the Borden extruder example. What we have here is a tube, and this tube is used to guide the filament. So the filament is on your left here, or it's here, and it's guiding the filament into the extruder head. This is the second type. And the first type, the filament is the first type. The first type, all of them are at the same place, or all of them are at the same point. So this is an example of the Borden type. So you can look at them, how they are. The Borden versus direct drive. So the direct drive, if you see the extruder, the motor and the head are placed together, or they are at the top there. I'll show you an example video you'll get to see. While the Borden one is like the one I have here, they are separated, and there is a tube which directs the plastic, or which guides the plastic. So we've looked at inside. That is how it looks like. The hot head, it has a filament. The filament is what melts the plastic. And after melting the plastic, it's converted from the solid form to the liquid form, thereby changing its form, and then it's getting into the melt zone, where it melts and oozes out. So then there is the leveling mechanism, the bed and the leveling mechanism. So the bed and the leveling mechanism is what is used for leveling. Leveling meaning you want to print on a flat surface. So 1 minute I show you. Can you be able to see? Not
Yes,
that
we are.
clear. But can you be able to see can you be able to see the bed? The flat surface.
Yes.
Yes. So that is what is, and And then at the bottom, can you be able to see this thing out while I'm holding this and this? There are some circular parts. Can you be able to see them?
Yes.
Yes. So this tool, so when you rotate them anti-clockwise, you rotate them anti-clockwise or clockwise, then you are doing that to level the bed. There is a spring. There is a spring underneath, and then that spring helps to push the bed lower or upper, and that way you are leveling the bed. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, Bob, that's okay. I had a question. Do you do that simultaneously, or you use one?
You do it once. You level the bed. We will level a 3D printer practically. We will level a 3D printer practically, and then you'll see it. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. But then also underneath there is the print surface. The print surface can be made out of glass. It can be made out of. There is also others which are made out of aluminum. There, like the one I have here is made up of some plastic which looks like rubber. So you can use any material to make the bed as long as that material meets the properties required. There is also a heating filament. There is a main bed substrate, the print surface, and the leveling mechanism. So yes, so if you look there, that is what we are talking about. That is what you are going to print on. So I have one here. I have just removed it from the other printer. So at the back here, it's very shiny and it's magnetic. It's this particular one. It's magnetic, meaning if you put it on the printer bed, then it will stick. It will stick onto the surface, and it is a bit rough. It's a bit rough on this surface because you need it to have, you need the plastic to stick. You need the plastic to stick on it. That is why it's a bit rough. And they come in various sizes depending on the print size of your 3D printer. Okay, so it's magnetic. On this other side, you can see the gentleman on the images peeling it off. So once you are done, then you peel it off and then you remove your part. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes. So that is the main bed substrate is what gives the flatness. You need to print on a flat surface. If you don't have a flat surface, then your print quality is going to be compromised. You are going to print something, but it won't come out perfectly. It also gives the structural stability of the print surface. It is typically made out of glass due to the extreme flatness of glass. You know, glass is one of the most flat surfaces you can find, but materials such as aluminum also have been used. So the type of 3D printer which I have here is not made of glass. The one I have here is not made of glass, but there are others which we will come to see when we meet at the American Space Corners. And we will be able to see the ones made out of glass, like the Ultimaker. If you look at the Ultimaker brand, their substrate is made out of glass. So that is how it looks in short. And then, so you can see over there that if you don't have a flat surface, then we are going to have a problem of you are going to print your part, but then there is going to be space left. And when there is a space left there, then your part is going to move during the printing, and then the printing will stop. So you are going to destroy your part if you leave the space between the print the printed material and the substrate. So you need to have the surface very flat as much as possible. So that is the leveling mechanism I'd shown you. So the leveling mechanism, there are two types. There is a manual one and automatic bed leveling. So the manual one is where you do the leveling manually. So the manual leveling requires the operator to adjust the screws. So it has got screws at the bottom. So you adjust them, you rotate it, and as you rotate that screw, you are tightening that spring or you are loosening that spring. And as you tightening it, then the distance or the space which is between the glass and the print head. The print head is that copper, it's copper brass like part. That is where the plastic is oozing from, or that is where the plastic comes out from. So you need to have that distance as close as possible. Having it as close as possible is important to ensure that your print quality, or when you are printing the material, the part, it prints perfectly onto the flat surface. So you need to manually adjust the level. Then automatic leveling is whereby the print leveling probe will measure. There is a probe, or let's say there is just a sensor. You can just call it a sensor. So the sensor is on your left side, or on the second picture, sorry, there is a sensor there where there is light. So it uses light to measure the distance between the bed, and then it automatically adjusts to a correct distance. So the automatic leveling can be more convenient, but they can be tricky to set up and calibrate correctly. So if you are a beginner or the first time using a 3D printer, then you can find that if you already have one which has already been set for you, then your printing will be very smooth. Like I have set these ones up, I've put it to have the correct distances, so the printing will be much smoother for someone in beginning. And then I show inside this is now the control circuit. This is the circuit. You don't need to know much about how that circuit is made, but just know that inside the enclosure there is a circuit which is controlling the motors. So remember, we are having 4 motors. One is one for each axis, X, Y, and Z axis, and then one is for the extruder head. So it's like there are some questions. Okay. So 3D printing applications. This is where now I want to engage you. Can you, Lensam, can you please unmute? Can you please mute? Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. So I want to ask you. Can you now mention some? This is the last part, the last slide, and before we go to lesson 2, can you tell me some of the parts that you think can be 3D printed? So you'll just unmute. Jan Sneak. Just we'll start with you.
The spectacles, the glasses.
Glasses. You just mention 1 or 2. Then we'll go to someone else. Joseph Masha. Joseph? Joseph? Are you there? Okay, Mariam Abdallah. Mariam? Are you there? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please tell us, what do you think are some of the things which you want to print or which you think can be 3D printed?
The flat parts, the glass one, the sensor.
Something you want to print.
Yes.
something you want to print. An example of something you want to print.
Oh, I've forgotten.
Okay, what about Alphonse? Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay, are you asking what somebody would want to print as pertaining to the photo that you have shown on the slide, or just
Yes, yes,
generally?
yes. Anything you'd want to print at home, at work. I'll just give you an example. You may want to print a pen holder, or so if you're having an office and then you have pens or something, so you want to put something to hold your pens on the desk, something like that, or a tag. You say that you are a doctor or you are engineer, you are master. Okay, then you place it on your desk. Okay, I'll just go straight. So these are face mask shields. So if you look at what those people are wearing, the black part and the orange part, they are made out of plastic, and those have been 3D printed. So we are going to see how we can print that. That is used for this COVID-19. There are even some face masks which have some parts which have been 3D printed. Is there any question before we move to lesson 2? So that marks lesson 1, the end of lesson 1. Is there any question?
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Can we use this? This means also to print glass, like sunglasses, spectacles. This can you use it to do this?
The glass part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also the frame.
Yes, you can use it to print the frame, and I was hoping somebody can tell me that you can print the frame out of plastic. There are these nice glasses people wear, these fancy glasses. You can print it from. You can print them from plastic, but then the glass part, 3D printing. There are some 3D printers which can work on glass, but usually it's not the best industrial process. There's a process of making glass, which you blow the glass. That is how you can go on YouTube and check out. But 3D printing glass is not, the quality will not come out well, because glass has some features that if light passes through it, it should magnify that glass. It should magnify that object, make it bigger or smaller, depending on the type of glass. So using 3D printing for that, you won't succeed, or the quality of the image won't be good. Okay.
Okay.
So glass is normally blown. You'll see if you go to YouTube, you'll see even how glass bottles are made. You melt the glass and then you apply some air, and then that air expands inside the glass, and then you create like the bottle. Then the contact lenses, they are also made by a special way, but some pressure is applied onto the glass to give it that property, because that glasses, if you put an object, it magnifies, or it makes the size bigger or smaller. So doing that with 3D printing is a challenge. I don't think there's a printer doing that already, but there are printers that can work on glass, but it won't work on the kind of contact glasses. So we are going to lesson 2. Lesson 2, I want us to go very quickly so that we can be able to at least today print something. So in lesson 2, we are going to learn about what can be printed and what cannot be printed. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to know, or students should be able to identify whether whether a 3D model is able to be printed or not, and what features prevent the model from being 3D printed, then you should be able to understand how to transform a model. We are going to download a model into a 3D printer toolpath. So I want us to go to a site called thingiverse.com. Everyone, I told you to have your laptop. So today we are going to start doing some. So I want you to go to.
Mind sending us the link?
Yes, just look at the chat. I'm posting the link. Just go to that website and create an account very fast, or you can log in using your social media. You can use your, not social media, yeah, I think they allow social media, or you go there and create an account using your Google, your Gmail, okay? All right, so if you look at that, site, this is an it's made by a company called MakerBot. MakerBot is a known company which is making 3D printers themselves. So you can be able to go to that website and see some parts which people have designed and printed. They are very nice parts. People, you can be able to click on one. Somebody is having one for his cat to drink milk. So you can be able to search for any part inside there.
Question.
Yes.
I was asking, I'm at the site right now. So
you are asking?
Industry, industry, I'll write education, then sub-industry.
Education, you are in the education, just so you are a student still, or you are working, you are a lecturer?
Sub-industry, I should write?
You can put your department name.
Okay.
Yes, maybe if you are in electrical, or maybe if you are in business, doesn't matter. Just write something related to what you do. Okay, guys, can you be able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So Thingiverse is a nice site, and you can be able to see that in this site you can be able to download parts. So you see, like, these are parts which you can be able to download. So what we are going to do is we are going to download a part like this. Okay, this looks very, very interesting for some people who have cats. So you can be able to download this part, and then we are going to do something called slicing, meaning we are going to make sure that you can be able to print it, and then we send it to a 3D printer. Okay. Can you be able to see that?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can see it.
Yes. So I want us to look for something medical. Remember, this workshop is tailored towards medical or building medical solutions. So let's look for like a mask. Face mask. During this COVID-19, you may want to print or do a face mask. So look for something which excites you. It can be, but it should be related to medical. Yeah. So there is this, you can be able to see there is this holder for a face mask. People would sell to you this, I don't know, for 20 shillings, 10 bob. So we want to download such a part and then load it to a 3D printer and then print it. Okay. Are we together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Did you install Prusa?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
yes.
Okay, so I am just starting mine. And then so go to this site and get something which is exciting for you. Like for example, I have already found this. This is a very simple part, which I think we can be able to print. It should be printed out of something flexible material. Yeah. So I'll just go ahead and download. So you download all files. So there it is. I have downloaded mine, surgical mask, and then extract it. Show in folder, and then I will extract it. Then I have extracted it. So you can look for any part. Mine has been extracted. You can be able to see. So once you extract it, so if you have this mask, let me just create a new folder. So I've just created a new folder. You can call it whatever you like. Then this is what you are having. You extract it here. And then once you extract it, there is the files. The files is where you're going to have surgical mask it's an STL file, or we are going to know what STL is all about. Okay. Can you be able to see it? Can you be able to see it?
Yes.
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 Yeah. So we want to go. We want to be able to use this during. Have you been able to download anything?
Yes.
You've downloaded something.
Still downloading.
Nani aja download? Nani ame download something? Who has downloaded something?
I have downloaded the human brain.
Okay. Good. Emmanuel, have you downloaded? Richard, Winnie, JP, Lynette. Lynette, have you downloaded something? Remember, this class we are supposed to participate. Lynette, we may download something. Winnie, just unmute and tell me, have you downloaded something?
I'm still downloading. Mine is in the process.
Okay, Winnie.
I am downloading. I've just created the account, so I'm downloading.
Okay, good. Mushie. Mushie, have you downloaded something? Guys, make this interactive. Have you downloaded something? Adan. Ahmed.
I'm trying to download and I don't show how to download. Show us
Okay,
how to download.
Samuel Owino.
I am still downloading, although I missed that part. So if you can repeat it.
I'm repeating. Go to the link I have shared below. Okay. Go to the link I have shared below, which is thingiverse.com. I have shared it on the chat. Are you there?
Yes, we are there.
So go to there and search for anything. Create an account. Create an account very quickly. You can use your Google or your Gmail account.
Search for
thingiverse.com. Alex Njira, Vi, Griffins, Martin, confirm if you have downloaded. For those who are stuck, go to thingiverse.com. I have shared the link. Okay, are you together? Are you together with me?
Yes, Bob, I'm following you.
yes, yes.
I don't know. Okay, go to that website and download something. Let it load and then you download something. So mine I have downloaded. And then I want to show you how we are going to process it. Let's continue. So you are going to learn how we are going to download such a part from that online repository and then prepare it, make it ready for printing. So what are the things, I asked this question, what are the things which can be printed or what are the things which cannot be printed? So I'm just going to make this interactive. First of all, you can be able to print decorative objects. So things like your car key holder. I have got some things here. Let me grab them. I have got some things here. So this is a decoration. This is a decoration. It looks more like a toy. So this is this looks like a toy. Or some kids, you can have fun. You can use it as a key holder. You can use it, and maybe you place it in your house for just for fun. So these are parts which you can print. You can print a toy car for your kids, or if you like them. You can be able to print some animals, wild animals, a lion, a dog, whichever, a cat, whichever one excites you. So these are used for decoration. You can place them in your house. You can place them in your car. You can print a rosary for those who are Catholics. You can print anything that you think is a decoration and which also has got, which does that purpose for you. So I want you to name for me a few things that you want to print as decoration. Who wants to tell me anything fun which he wants to print or he thinks? There are some arts students, some people who have arts background, anything you want to print, which is an art or which is decoration, you can share with us.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I've been thinking of printing this scarecrows,
Scarecrow, okay.
Something like scarecrow, not really scarecrow. I don't know the name, but this one on boutiques,
Uh-huh.
the ones
Oh,
They're
damn
called
the ones you
mannequin.
used to.
Mannequin.
Yeah.
They are not scarecrow. Oh my God.
Yes,
I hope no one is
They're
offended
called
that
mannequin.
someone has called them scarecrow.
What
Don't
is
want
it
to
called?
scare customers.
It's called a
Mannequin.
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 Yes,
Called a
that's the one.
mannequin.
Mannequin.
Okay.
Did you say mannequin?
Yes. Yeah, that's a nice thing you can print. Someone else? Someone else? There are a lot of ladies here. They don't like decorating their homes.
A flower.
A flower, yeah, okay. like last week was Valentine's, you could have printed a flower for someone. Who
I would
else?
love to print. Yeah, I would love to print a huge wall clock.
You want to print a
huge wall clock?
Yes, a huge wall clock, yes. You can print a wall clock, so you'll print it in parts and then you assemble it, you put it together with the super glue or something. Someone else?
I would love to print cutlery holders. I don't know, those things that you see in the kitchen, like something to hold the knives, something to hold the spoons, forks, yeah.
Yes, good. Winnie, what would you want to print? Stephanie?
I would like to print like Winnie the Pooh. That's
what?
Winnie the Pooh. The doll for Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's I have seen it. It's decoration thing. Yeah.
Flavis. Yeah, when you mentioned about ladies, something came into my mind. Maybe I should think about printing those. I don't know if they are fake nails that ladies love putting on their fingers.
Nini,
So
I would like to print a Flavis.
A Flavis. Flavis, okay.
A Flavis.
Good. Yes, I am going to show you a nice Flavis project. I'll share it on WhatsApp, the link, then you'll see how nice it is. You can be able to think of printing it. Mwanze biashara, yeah?
Okay.
Stephanie. And guys, I want you to do this. Write these things down. I hope you have a notebook. Write it down. So write it down, 3 things to print, and then under there you put decorative items. This is like your first assignment, decorative items. So write them down there. Decorative items, you like apple, flower vase, Winnie the Pooh, you want to clock. So write them down there. We will actually challenge you to print such, or that is like a first assignment. Okay, so that is the first thing. Then the second thing that we can print are replacement injection molding parts. So this is whereby you have problems with you bought something very expensive, or you bought something in your house and it gets broken, and then you can't definitely go and buy it. For example, I have got you see, this is a free this is a remote control, okay? Yeah. So maybe you bought it with a TV. The TV is worth 100,000, and then your kid smashes it onto the wall, and then you break it. Are you going to buy a new TV so that they give you the remote control? Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense to go and buy a new. You can also, there are some cheap remote knockoff, but they may not work with even some brands. You may find that maybe Samsung TV or LG, they don't work. They may be working on some Chinese. So what happens is you'd print, let's say mine is not broken, definitely, but I'm sure if I come to some of your houses, your remotes are broken. So you can be able to design it, draw it in the software that you have, and then you print it. Then you remove, maybe it's working, it's still, the electronics inside it, so it's working, but normally to work with it, I don't know, you have to slap it first, but now you can make a nice case for it, and then you print it. Okay. Headphones. I don't have my headphones around, but if one headphone, one side is broken, like Matthew, you have a nice headphone there, so you break one side, you don't want to now spend maybe 4,500 buying a new Beats by Def headphone. So you can print that part and stick it because the thing still works. It's only that it's broken. You are trying to save cost. Yeah, so I want you to write there, I want you to give me examples of what you want to print as a replacement in your house, in your office. Nataka kuongea na Mbai. Mbai, please unmute and tell me what you want to print in your house as a replacement for something precious or something you are using that is broken.
I'd replace the frame for the photograph frame.
Yes, photograph frame, very nice. That is also a decoration. You can also place it under decoration. Thank you. Griffins. Griffins, what would you want to replace in your house?
Like some art, some frame of art.
A photo frame has been mentioned. So frame for art.
No, like art, not for like the one you stick on the wall.
Okay.
An art.
Okay. So that is a decoration. That's under decoration. But I was talking about a part which is broken in your house or which you've seen broken and you'd want to see. We also have J. Marsha. J. Marsha.
Can you print a phone case?
Yes, a phone case. Yes, can print a phone case. J. Marsha, what would you want to print? As a breakout, something you have in your house broken.
Okay, can I speak?
She's not. Grace, there is Grace.
Yeah.
I can't hear you, please.
Saying
a
toothbrush.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. A toothbrush. There's this toothbrush holders. Nice. Marlene, what would you want to print?
I'd like to print a pen holder.
A pen holder, okay. Yes, okay. So those are the examples that you can print. Okay, yes? Someone is talking. What would you want to print?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm saying that something that I love to print is because recently I bought my niece a toy.
Yes.
It's actually a doll, but after 2 weeks, I think she broke the head. So maybe
Yes.
it's something that I love to print back instead of buying a new one because she wants another one.
Yes. Yeah. Those are the things which I'm telling you. You make them happy at half the cost or a quarter the cost. Okay. Then also there is customized parts. So customized parts are whereby you want to have your name on it. You know, like if you are a lecturer or you have a business there, and then you want to say there CEO or you want to say doctor, so and so engineer. So you want to print a business card with your name. You want to print some tag. Like in high school, people are having prefect or Form 1 prefect, head boy tag, things like that. So if you want, you still love yourself and you want to print something with your custom name, you can have it. So who has an idea of something they would want to print? Custom, something you know, which reminds you of someone or yourself. Do you have any ideas? Sasa we'll go to Grace. There is Grace Muhoro. She there?
I'm here, though I've had internet problems, so I disconnected the whole part of Thingiverse. I think I'll have to join in the afternoon.
What would you want to print?
I would want to, maybe a key holder, the ones that have my name.
Okay, a nice key holder. Thank you. Brighton Utieno.
Something custom, something custom made.
Yes.
Okay, I would go for, say, a mouse, because I code a lot, so I would go for a mouse, maybe a gamer mouse. I just want something, a dummy, gamer mouse, dummy.
Ah, nice. Something which, when people see, they remember you. Rashida.
Yeah,
Rashid.
Yes.
Yes. Please tell us, what would you want to print? Custom with your name.
I just said a locket, a necklace locket, or a bracelet or something.
Yeah, a necklace, bracelet, something with your name. So you can do various colors, whichever with that you want. Yes. So write this down, msiandike chini, because I'll ask you definitely. I'll give you it as challenge. Then also, for those who are in engineering or tech, there are some prototypes like these are the examples of things that I have printed. There is how there are prototypes, meaning they are something that I'm supposed to use them to make something. So these are parts that are that's connecting to a motor or same things like that. If you like a drone, you can print such a thing, which you can use for as a prototype for whatever you are making. Okay, so those are the things that you can print. And we want to ask ourselves what you should not print. Okay, so what you should not print, we are going to go through them very fast. High strength parts. So high strength parts are parts, or they are things that require, that use a lot of, when you're using them, there is a lot of energy that is, or stress that is applied. So for example, if you have gone zip lining, or if you've seen people zip lining, there is that hook which is used to hold them onto the rope. So the first image there. So you can't print it out of plastic, definitely, because if you print it out of plastic, even kids will break it. So you are going to have an accident and can cause someone his or her life. There is also a spanner, a spanner for removing the tires or for tightening some part of a machine. If you give somebody a spanner made out of plastic, they will apply some force, then it will break. Also a hammer. A hammer is used for hitting like a nail onto a wall, or bending metal if you are in a workshop, bending some strong parts. So you need to have you apply a lot of stress on it. So you can't use plastic to print it. The next one is high pressure vessels. High pressure vessels are things like your gas cooker, pressure cooker, water pressure valve. If you have in your house, there's a valve there for controlling how much water goes into your house. So you can't use you can't 3D print these parts because they apply a lot of pressure and they will break. They are usually made out of metal, and if you 3D print them and the part is weak, because the 3D printers are fairly weak compared to other processes. Then also there is high temperature parts. High temperature parts are parts like your pressure cooker, again, also applies here. Sufuria, you cannot print a sufuria. You can print a model of a sufuria, or you can print the actual sufuria, but you can't use it to cook anything or to warm anything because it's plastic, and you apply heat to it, it will melt. The same way you cannot use there are acetylene torch. If you've seen people welding, they usually use a torch or something which they light it up, and then some gas comes out. then they're using it for welding. You can't use 3D printing.
Can't be unemployed forever.
Yes, it will melt and then it will be damaged. So I want you to think of that. We've also said human critical parts critical to human safety, like a helmet. You cannot print a helmet. You are going to because it's 3D printing is fairly weak. So if you print a helmet and some metal or some thing comes from top and hits someone's head, it can cause someone's death. Safety belt, a ladder. You cannot print a ladder because somebody is going to use it to scale a wall or to climb a wall or climb some height. So if you use this, it will break and then somebody's life may be at risk. Then also food utensils. Food utensils, you have plates, cups. You can not print them because usually when you 3D print, you will see when you 3D print, there are some holes that remains. So if somebody eats from them, then some food materials can remain inside there. And then what happens is the bacteria may start forming there and cause someone. It's not good for health because somebody can get some diseases. But also there is something called resin or epoxy, which you can use to cover them. For example, if you have printed a plate and then you cover it with something called resin or epoxy, it's a very clear material which can prevent germs or bacteria from getting inside the food utensils. Ideally, food utensils or containers like water bottles are not 3D printed, but they are made through the injection molding, which we covered last week. So those are, you should not do that. So I just want to, before we go there, I just want to see whichever category, can you now just tell me something which you think cannot be printed, and then you give me a reason. You say whether it's for heat or it is critical.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
I have a tank, a
Yes.
5,000 liter tank,
yes,
which recently like it had a market, like a weak line. So I'm thinking I cannot be able to print that or a replacement part on that because of maybe when I refill the water, the pressure. Yeah, I don't know what you think about it.
Yes, first of all, a tank is very huge. Water tank is very huge. So they are made using the injection molding process. So you cannot be able to print them because they hold water at very high pressure. Even down there, if you have a valve, you know where water comes, where you open it, then the tap, then it goes to the tap. If you place a 3D printed part, the pressure may be high and may break it. So yeah, that makes sense. Harriet, is she there? Can you tell me something you can't print in your house, at work? Yes. Harriet? Harriet, is she there? Okay, Blue Wave. This guy calling Blue Wave. Can you unmute and tell me what you can't print? Hey, please don't waste my time. Huh? If you don't know, you tell me you don't know so that we move to the next guy.
I think you can't print a bucket.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, a bucket for showering because maybe the chemicals will transfer to the body or something, like the eyes.
You can't print a bucket. Yeah, bucket is very huge, and also you are using it to hold water. Okay. Blue Wave.
Yeah, I was just thinking of these crates for like holding eggs. Because of the way those the eggs holding the holes are made. Yeah.
Okay, it's talking about crates, but I think crates you can be able to print, but depending with how strong you want them to be. Okay. I want also some two people. Who is this calling him or herself Lenovo? Lenovo. It's like he has not renamed his laptop. Who is this with Lenovo who wants to tell us something? Okay, Gogonam. Gogonam, please unmute and tell us something.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you cannot print high strength parts, things like spanners or inches, because the strength, because it's practice, it will break when you apply the much needed strength.
Yes, spanners to mention.
I'm talking of hinges and things like hammers.
Hammers also, we've mentioned an hammer.
Something like door hinges.
Door hinge, yes. Thank you. A door hinge, you cannot. Guys, do you know what is called if you want to change your tires, what do you need to use to raise the vehicle?
A jack.
Yes.
Wheel spanner.
Wheel spanner, yeah, there's a wheel spanner. There's also a jack. So you cannot print a jack because the pressure that the vehicle, the weight of your vehicle is very, your vehicle is definitely very heavy. So that weight plastic can't hold it. So you try making that, it will break. Okay.
Yeah, I was also thinking like parts that really that are involved in a lot of friction.
Yes.
Like let's say when you have levers.
Yes, and even your bike has got the cog and wheel. Okay, the cog and wheel for your bike, or even this, there are some parts of your bike which you cannot print. Because they are made out of, you print it out of plastic, they undergo friction, or also your weight can make the parts break. So yeah, in short, those are what, you can't print everything, especially if they are going to be used and it may be dangerous to human life. Okay, so this is the next part which we want to do, and I want us to do this practically so that we do all this. So
I had a question.
Yes.
We saw in the last lesson whereby we used metal printing.
Yes, metal.
What do we call that thing that you used to print using metal? I think it's selective laser melting.
Yes, yes.
Can you print gear parts or even bolts and screws using that kind of a printing method? And
yes.
Are those things not high strength parts?
Yes, that is true. If you are using metal, if you're using a metal 3D printer, then you can be able to print those high strength parts. Okay, that is correct. You can be able to print. You can be able to print things like gears and all that. Even there are some aeroplane parts which are printed.
So this session is necessarily about FDM.
Yes, FDM with plastic. Think of it like with plastic.
Okay, I got you.
Yes, so you cannot print them majorly out of plastic. You can't print some of those parts which you apply a lot of pressure, then it will be destroyed. Okay, so are your parts downloaded already?
Yes.
Yes. So, so I want you to open. So I'll take you through this. So this is how to print, how to generate a part. So we are going to generate a part and then load it to a printer. Okay. Okay. Are we together?
Okay.
Yes. So, so I want to see. 1 minute, I turn on the printer. Okay, so I already have a printer here at my back. So to 3D print, there are a few things that are required. One is you are going to need the SD card or the memory card. So the 3D printer has got its memory card. So I have a memory card over here. Okay, and then you are going to need a memory card reader. So when you bought the 3D printer, when you buy it, you need a memory card reader. Or you can buy this locally. They are very easy to find. Okay. So you can be able to find this locally. You can, I know you will most likely have them. You can buy them locally if you don't have them. So you're going to need this. So we are going to transfer a file inside here, load it to the printer there, and see it working. We print it. Okay. So so we are going to start by, there are two various sources where you can get your something to print. Next week we are going to be designing and printing, but this week we are going to start by printing something which somebody has already designed, or a model that somebody has already designed. So you can get the models, the original model from the internet. Somebody is talking.
But zile jobs too, like, you know, automatically this one.
Yes.
And then for the mistakes, I know which most of us have been doing with my bids.
Somebody is talking, please mute.
A lot of proposals. Yeah.
Who is that? Please mute everyone, unless you are asking a question. Fanyeni hivi. Can all of you turn on your cameras? Yes, please turn on your cameras so that nione what's going on in the background. Some of you may be wamenieka tu hapo, and so I have a second screen. I'll be seeing you there. Okay, thank you.
Some people are in the shops.
Yes, so that I know that they are in class. If you are not moving, I'll just know that. Yes. Please just turn on your cameras. Don't worry about your background, even as we are working from home. Yes, yes, just turn on your cameras and make sure that you are using a laptop, please. Yes, because this session is hands-on. Kama unatumia simu, no, you are making my work difficult. Kuna wenye hawaja turn on, kaa tu chini and then sit in a nice place and then you turn on your camera. Okay. I can only excuse you if you are in a hospital. Okay, so on my left, now I want to apple so that I can see those who are there. So we want to start by, I want to start by taking you through the process of, can you be able to see my it's called Prusa Slicer software. Can you be able to see it?
Yeah.
Yes. So we are going to take a model. We are going to take something. Can you be able to see? Yes, yes. Yes. Ask your question.
I cannot turn my video.
Yes.
I cannot turn my video.
I'll excuse you today, but look for a good laptop and have a good background. We can cut a virtual background if naona sawa. I want to see there are some people here who are not moving. Yani they are not moving. So maybe wameweka tu wakaenda sokoni. Okay. Okay, so here we want to take a model which we have downloaded, and then we transfer it to something called G-code. It's a very fast process. So from here, from today's lesson, then I'm very sure that you can be able to now bring me something to print. Sawa. So from here, when we meet next week, mtaanza kuprint vitu. At this point, I don't care something which you have designed. As long as you have a part, you can download it online, you print it, and then you learn how to 3D print. Because from next week, we are going to be meeting physically. Hopefully, we are going to be meeting physically, and then you'll be having your printers. So you just bring your part here, and when we start printing. Are we together? Yes? Are we together? So,
yes.
So for you to 3D print something, you need to have a 3D model. So the 3D model are got from the internet. Like one site which I have showed you is called Thingiverse. So you go there, you download the part, or from your CAD software. The CAD software is when you design something and then you want to print it. So that is our next stage. So we are going to start with that. Then the part that you need to use is what is called an STL part. Then we are going to do STL repair. I'm going to show you some software or some things that you can use for repairing. Somebody has raised a hand. Is there anybody with a question?
Yes, sir. You had mentioned that.
Yes.
The other time when we were talking, when you had mentioned about using the memcard reader.
Yes.
I just thought about that, and I was wondering whether is a memcard reader or that flash disk part. You know, sometimes they are prone to breaking. Is it a part that you can still print and you connect it to your flash disk?
Yeah, if you want to print it, I think it's totally fine. Yeah. Okay, so for this case, what I'm telling you is that you are going to transfer the file from my laptop, from my computer to the printer. So what we are using this for today is transferring this part to the printer. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes. So you need one, and then a 3D. You need one and a memory card or a flash memory card inside it there. So I'm going to show you how to take this to the printer. So we are going to, as I was telling you, you take the 3D model. You can take it from the internet. Hopefully, right now everybody has downloaded something. Then you are going to do the model that you need. Make sure that you are downloading STL format. We are going to see what STL is. You download STL format or a file with that which is .stl. Then we are going to do repair. If it is spoiled, if you have a bad an STL which is spoiled, you can repair it. Then we are going to do something called slicing. Slicing is what this software does, the process slicer. Then we are going to generate what is called G-code. So the G-code is what you supply, or it's what you put inside the SD card. You put the G-code file into the SD card, and then the printer will print it. Are we together? So very fast. Yes, the 3D printer works with the G-code file. So very fast, I'm going to take you through this particular one which we are using. There is also one called Cura slicer. There are so many slicers there. So we are going to use this and another one called Cura slicer. So if you start with this, yours may not be looking like mine, but it's okay. So I want everyone to open his slicing software, Prusa Slicer. Kila mtu amefungua? Fungua. I told you to install it, so I think you should be able to have it installed. Is it running? Grace, is yours running? Nani yake ina, you are loading it, okay? Yes, start your slide. Kila mtu ameanzisha yake. Is there anyone who is still struggling to install it or do anything?
It's loading.
Okay, it's loading. Okay, so so I want us to do it together. So 1 minute. All right, are we together?
Yes.
Yes.
Winnie?
Yes.
Yeah. So you go to file, then import file. You should use a mouse. Look for a mouse, guys. Look for a mouse, then file, import STL, file, import, then import STL. I had got the ones which I had downloaded.
You saved it in 3D.
Yes, I saved it in 3D files, then surgical mask remix. So you get whatever you had downloaded. Then you using a mouse, you can be able to scroll. Sasa uione ikiwa kubwa, ikiwa ndogo, namna hiyo.
We downloaded the files from Thingiverse.
Yes, you download from Thingiverse.
Yes. The one
Okay. I think I got disconnected when you were starting that point, so I don't have any file downloaded.
Download, enter Thingiverse. Go to thingiverse.com and then you look for something there. Face mask. Search for face mask. And then you see like this one I already have. I think I should be sharing this screen now. Naona hiyo face mask for people with the COVID, something like this. You can choose anything and make sure that it is STL.
Okay, let me look.
So download it and then extract it. Kila mtu nataka kuona nini. I will stop sharing and then can you guys be I want to see whether I can be able to, yes, multiple guys can share simultaneously. Nani anataka kushare something? Who wants to share his or her screen?
I do.
Yes. Aya, share your screen. Hiyo ni screen ya nani? Google.
It's my screen.
Yes.
Can you
Thank
see
you.
it?
Yes, good work. Aya, stop sharing. Aya, mtu mwingine, Rashid, nawaona hapa, so also. Who wants to share? Rashida is sharing her screen. Good. Then go and share the Nini. Good. She's having hers also. Yeah. Thank you. Nice work. Mtu mwingine. Who else wants to share his screen so that we see what they are doing? Yes, Nick. Good. Nice one. Yes. You guys are seeing what others are doing, eh? Good. Go Alisha share. Mtu mwingine. I want to see more ladies. I want to see more ladies. Lynette. Griffins has started sharing. Griffins, you guys can see what Griffins are. So Griffins hii yako is out of nini. Mnaona ni kubwa. Sawa. Griffins, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, yours is big, but we are going to show you how you can punguza it. But you can see, you can stretch it. Unaona the arrow on your left. There is the arrow. So can you click on that arrow? I think it's on your left, eh? And then you make it smaller. Or click on your part. Click on it.
This one.
Ya chini yake. The second one. Second one. Then make it smaller. Drag the green so that you make it smaller. You click on it and make it smaller. Ndio ifit hapo. Click on it, then you should be able to make it smaller. Click on the part.
You do what?
Click on the part. On the blue part.
Yeah.
Then to mirror the arrow to make it smaller. I want you to make it smaller so that it can fit in there. Everyone also will be able to try this. Or just click on the nini. Click on the arrow for making it smaller. The second icon on your left, ya nini ya pili with the arrow going up. Hivyo make it smaller. Umeona vile ilikuwa. Make it smaller ndio itoshe. Zidi tu make smaller. The other guys, yes, good. The other guys, I want you to also play around with your part. You can make it smaller, you can rotate it. You can exit sharing. Mtu mwingine pia. Someone else. Lynette. Good. Lynette has got this mask. Okay, so I want you to, Lynette.
There's someone who has a very bad feedback. I think I should.
Please mute everyone. Yes.
I've got a question.
Yes.
I've tried to download, but I can't see the download button once I find the whatever thing.
Click that graphic, then.
Share your screen. Lynette had shared hers. Lynette, I want you to rotate yours so that it faces down. Nani huyu alikuwa akona shida anataka tumsaidie? Grace. So share the screen where you are. Yes, thingy was up. So download all files. You're blue. Go to the other download all files. Then in a download, just give it. It's telling you it's downloading. So unaona hapo chini. Umeona kitu hapo chini?
I've seen now. I hadn't seen that button. Thank you.
Haya. Kuna watu wengine hapa. Leons Masawa. Leons, please. Winnie Otieno. Winnie. Good, good. Winnie has a very nice one. Mnaona hiyo ya Winnie? Guys, can you see it? Yes, somebody has a problem here. Richard. Winnie, good work. Stop sharing. Richard. Richard, share your screen. Winnie, Richard, sorry. Shida ilikuwa wapi? Please talk. Import STL. STL hapo. Ya juu ya kwanza. Ya kwanza. Yes. Then where did you download? Images. Click hapo ndani. Click hapo ndani. Click ndani ya hiyo. Did you extract it? Will you extract? Will you extract? Extract your file first. If you get it in zip file, you extract. You click, then you extract. So
I think that.
You think?
Of extracting, you should repeat. Extracting, you should repeat it.
Okay. I repeat the extracting, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Mnaona screen yangu?
Yes.
Aya, so
Yes.
Ndio hii kitu nimedownload hapa. So there is this software which is called nini? Inaitwaje? WinZip, WinRAR. Maybe some of you don't have it, but mostly if you have a new laptop, it's usually the first thing you should have people install for you. So install WinRAR if you don't have it, and then you click on it. You click on the part, and then extract here. Mine I had done. You go to. So it's under files here. Your part is. Richard, does that help you? Is that okay? Richard, iko sawa sasa? Aya.
He's saying from the chat.
Aya, so I want this gentleman Mawali Media, please also share screen yako pia tuone pia umefanya. Nice. Grace, hiyo ni ya Grace. Grace, stop sharing now. It's good.
Iko sawa?
Iko sawa. Asante.
Okay. Asante.
Mtu mwingine? Mawali, Aya, where is your part? Go to file, import STL. Yes, hapo. Yes, click on that, then you are downloaded. But yes, click any of them. Yes, good. Just a minute.
Question.
There was some noise. Okay. Okay. Who else want to show me their work? And this is Sean Omweri. Sijaona kazi yako. Your screen and what you've done. Today I'll see all your work. Good. Nice one. Aya, mtu mwingine? Frank?
I have a question.
Yes.
Can we have, say, multiple objects on one Cartesian plane?
On one hapo kwa hiyo inside that prosa.
Yeah.
Yes, you can have several. You can have several as long as it fits inside there. Richard ametuonyesha yake. Good. Now Richard, sasa tuko business. Mtu mwingine? Yeah, I think all of you yes. Nice. People are doing things here, bwana.
I'm trying to find where to share the screen.
Nice. Yeah, sasa hiyo yako ni poa. Good. Now someone else to share. Umondi. Guys, can you see what people are wanapata?
Yeah. Yes. Excuse me, Bob.
Yes.
I'm trying to find. Actually, I'm not used to Zoom, so I'm trying to find a place for sharing.
Inafaa hapo chini.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Haya, huyu mwenye ana share good work, Sean. Mtu mwingine, Mohamed, hiyo ilikuwa ya Mohamed Mwarua. Thank you.
Here is mine.
Yes, good. Thank you. Mtu mwingine?
Yeah, here is mine.
Yes.
I don't know if you can see it.
I can see it.
Yeah, so it's a finger splint actually, the one that I've downloaded. Don't try to call it broken fingers.
Mohammed, tafadhali. Mohammed, sasa you can stop sharing. Thank you.
Odero, we cannot see yours. This is Mohammed.
Mohammed.
You can see mine.
Yes, just 1 minute. Mohammed, stop sharing huko juu. Aya, sasa Odero, where is your nini? Share the screen with the Prusa.
Okay.
Hiyo ya Prusa.
Oh, so can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah, so this one is what I was saying. It's a finger splint.
Yeah. Good. My work here was to ensure that everybody can be able to load their part, which they have downloaded, which I think that objective has been met. I stop sharing. Thank you. So if yours has not been like that, then no. Yes. Okay. So I'll continue. So from here, can you see my screen? Yes. Can you see my browser?
Yes.
So remember, guys, you can be able to play around with it if you have a mouse. I know some people have already started playing around with it. You can be able to rotate. You can be able to rotate it whichever direction you want to rotate it, left, right. You know, you can be
How do you rotate?
So now click, you click on, you see rotate.
Oh, okay.
On your left, kuna hiyo rotate. So you click on it and then the arrows zitatokea. So you can drag. You can resize. Resize meaning make it smaller. But remember that you should not resize. If you have designed your part, then you resize it, then itakuwa ndogo. So you should be very careful resizing. But for now, you know, this is just for learning purposes of how this software works. Okay, so you can play around with it. Then on your left, on your right, sorry, on your right here, you should choose the printer that you have. Easy as it atoka kwenu, they may not come out, but it's because you have not installed something. I will give you what you need to install when we meet. But can you try if you can see some printers here, you'll be able to see the type of printers that you're having. Are you seeing anything here for system? Are you seeing anything? Can you see anything?
Default SLA on my side and default FFF.
Yes, just leave it in default, and then you come here to slice now. We will go over this software again when we meet, when you are starting to print. And then you come here to slice now. Click down there to slice now. Then you'll see what comes out. This is how the plastic is going to be added for you to print it. So this is how you are going to add extra plastic, and those extra plastic is called support. Sasa click hapo chini on your right down, slice now. Mmeona? Is there anybody who has not sliced? You've managed to. JM. JM.
Hello.
Yes. Click hapo chini on your left to slice. We don't export yet, but I just want you to slice so that you see whatever is happening here. I'll stop sharing screen so that what we share. Na mimi. Mbai, please share your screen so that we see.
Where's that option for slice now?
On your left, or on your right down.
I also don't have that option. I can't see those, the things,
I'm seeing
the tabs on your left and on your right.
I only have export G code.
Share your screen.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
I was thinking when we have opened the slicer, we cannot see what you're doing on the Zoom video. So I think it's better to give us instructions step by step, because we cannot see your mouse on the screen when we have opened Prusa.
Oh.
Can you see my screen?
Share. I'm repeating it again. Yes, I can see your screen. So go to your right hand side. Right hand side, there's a button there to slice now. Export,
I'm seeing export G code. You can't see slice now.
Okay, can you look on those default? Can you click on those default up there? Can you be able to click on it?
Yeah, I'm just seeing system resets, system default.
Oh, okay. I think there is something that you need to install first. Just a minute. Stop sharing. Guys, I want you to let me share my screen so that you see. Can you see my? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen, yes. But we don't have those things you have on your left, the perimeter, blah, blah, blah.
Aya, sawa. So, 1 minute. One minute. I'm trying to share with you some file here. So I want you guys to go to, there is a file I'm sharing with you. I want you to download it. One minute. So I have shared a file there which is called slicer config-bundle.ini. Can you see it?
A question.
Yes.
Is this for everyone or only
Yes,
the people that
everyone.
can't find the slice?
Everyone. Mayona.
Yes.
Have you seen the file?
Yes.
Download it. Download it very fast.
Is there a specific path that you're supposed to direct it, or we just download it?
No, just download it. You can put it on that folder yenu yenye ilikuwa inaita 3D printing. Create. Okay. Yes. Kila mtu amei-download.
We have downloaded, yes.
Aya, so okay. Can you see my slicer? Can you see my Prusa slicer software?
Yes.
Aya, kujeni hapa kwa file, click up there file, everyone with me. File, import, config bundle. Import config bundle.
The last one.
Yes, the last one. File, import, config bundle. Alafu you click on that file. Click up. Ilikuwa nimeita hivi.
Successful.
Sawa. And therefore watasema 13 presets successfully imported.
Yes.
Imeandika hivyo. File.
Yes.
So
Yes.
does yours now show this end logo?
No.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Nani yao imeonyesha? Has it written there successfully imported?
It doesn't show the ender, but it has slice now.
Aya, sasa, good. Now, okay, come here to ender, then you print settings, choose ender 5, fine with raft. Mnaona? Have you done fine with raft?
Yes.
Yes.
Now I'll import my part which I want to print. Import STL. Import STL again, surgical mask. Zikipotea, you can close the software and then you start it again. Zikipotea, if your parts are lost, File, import, you import again. So now, can you slice now? Kila mtu manage ku slice. Winnie, have you managed to slice?
Repeat on how you slice. Okay.
Brighton, please share your screen nione kama umemanage to slice. Okay.
For now, I don't have the software on the laptop.
Okay, screen.
The laptop I
share.
had.
Thank you. It's okay. Someone has shared, Winnie. So, yeah. Okay. Can you try changing huko juu, Winnie? I want you to change the printer settings. Don't use K10 draft. Use Ender 5 fine with raft. Import nini yako tena. File, import. Kama haionekani, you close the software and you start again. Thank you. Mtu mwingine, Richard, please share. Mtu mwingine hapa ameshare. Haya, hii ni good. Mohamed yake imetoka vizuri. You guys can see ya Mohamed. So that extra plastic which is in green is what is called support. So you need to print, the printer will print that first and then you print it, but you are here. Ni kama foundation, it's laying until you print on top. Mtu mwingine who wants to share? Grace? Adan? Nice. Mnaona hii yake. So this one will print, okay? Yes, good. Mtu mwingine? Jasnik? Yes. Can you rotate yours, Jasnik? Umemaliza? Go. Yes. Yours is haileti bwana. Start again. Close your work, close the screen. Yako haileti nini? Haileti. Close alafu you start. Yes, ya Richard imetoka. Richard, just change print settings. Print settings, go up there. Richard, print settings. Use Ender 5 fine with raft. Ender 5 fine with raft. Yes, Ender 5 fine with raft. Good. That one. So slice now. Oh no, your part has disappeared. So you'll have to import it again.
Question. I have a question.
Yes.
On the print settings, why are you specifying that you have to use the draft fine with draft? Why not other specifications that are there?
So first of all, the printer that I have here is Ender 5. Okay. So that is where you are getting. So the settings that I have sent you are for Ender 5, are for this particular printer. Are we together?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes, fine with draft. Fine, just by the name it says that it's going to the smoothness onto the surface. It's going to be fine. It's not going to be coarse or very rough. With the raft, there are some support material or some things inside there, which we are going to learn what they are, and those are what is called raft. Okay.
Question.
Yeah. Yes.
How do I rotate
your part? So unakuja on the left. Yako haionyeshi, there is a way you can kuna vile unaza rotate. I'm really surprised the nini. Una rotate, unaweza rotate na nini? Mouse, eh?
Okay.
Yes.
Sawa. Unaweza rotate, but I don't know, some of your softwares are slightly different, which is strange because I am not seeing
Richard.
the
Richard, try and rotate.
Mtu mwingine? Someone else who wants to share? Rashida, you want to share? Richard is sharing, but I can't see your nini. Can you be able to rotate it?
Yeah, for my, let him try.
What do you mean? Rotate the plane or the object?
The object.
Yeah, and I rotate. Somebody is asking, can we use Prusa Slicer config bundle in any computer? In any computer like Windows, Mac, Linux. We are using, all of us are using Windows, but I think if you have Linux also, this should work. But if you mean like giving this to your friend or on a second computer, that also will work. Like if you have another computer at home, you copy that file, it will work. Also on, yes, huyo yake iko sawa. So you guys, can you see this green thing? Ya huyu, unaona, can you guys see this green part?
Yeah.
Mnaona? So that is what is called support. Support meaning it's printing ndio huko juu, like they are like pillars. If you are building a story building, if you are building your house and you are going to have the second floor or the first floor on top of the ground floor, then you have to place some pillars so that ikifika huko juu utapata place, you'll get a place to build on top. So that is what the support material or the green material are for. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does it matter whether it's standing like this or when, I mean, you can also make the image like lie down. Does it matter? Are you the one who decides on creativity or?
Yes, you are the one who decides, but you have you should see how easy is it to print, because if you see, for example, this part, okay. If I try printing it namna hii, like standing and like this, which part is it easier to print, or how do you think it's going to be easier to print?
When it's lying flat.
Yes, when it's lying flat. So because you need a flat surface, if you do like, if you print it facing, remember this thing is hollow. When you do it like this, then you are going to have a lot of support material. Unaona hapa? See, you're going to have a lot of support material from here to here. So printing it facing, standing upright like this is not wise. But if this side, you see, we are having this circular, this flat surface. So it will sleep or it will lie on that bed and then print going upwards. Are we together?
So like this one, I should have left it lying flat because I changed it to stand.
That's also okay. That's also okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So everyone, go there, down there to slice and then export G-code. I'm sharing my screen. I'm sharing my screen. So export G-code is the final thing. And then you export it to, I have a flash disk. I have a flash disk which I have called boot E. So I am exporting it and then I'm saving it there. So if I share my screen, I think I'm sharing. If you see my, if you can see my screen, can you be able to see the surgical mask strap remix G-code?
Yes.
Mnaiona?
Yeah.
Yes, so that is how that you will copy it to an SD card. So I want you to put it onto a folder, put it in your folder on the desktop, whichever, that is what now. Sasa kama mtu mwingine, if yours you think is very beautiful that we can print, then you can send me kwa WhatsApp ama post hapo, then I try printing it for you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Now, can you customize the shortcuts and keys? For example, if you're used to a different software interface like Blender, with the scrolling and rotating, can you do that?
Yes, yes, you can customize it. You can change it. Okay. So guys, you can see I have copied it to the screen. I have copied it to the SD card. Please unmute. So guys, you can see I have copied it to the SD card. Are we together? Yeah? Can you see this?
Yes, yes.
Yes. I think we should finish by 15, but we are about to finish. But so now you copy it to the SD card, you remove the SD card, and then you plug it into the printer.
So you've copied the export G-code file?
Yes, that part, that G-code file, you've copied it to the SD card, okay? Then down here on the SD card, when you get the printer, you'll be able to see it. So you plug it into the printer. You place it into the printer. At this time, the printer should be running anyway. My printer is already running. So you come down here. Can you be able to see? Can you be able to see?
No, move your camera down.
Can you be able to see this knob?
Yes, we are seeing it.
So,
yes, you can.
Yes. So on the knob, you'll do this practically. You select print from TF. You select, it's bright, so you can't see. I'm sorry, it's bright and the coloring you can't see. But when we do this together, then you'll be able to see it, and then it will start printing. Just give it some time. So it's heating. So it's heating up, and then so I'll stop there. So from there, it's going to start printing. So from there, it's going to start printing, and then your part will come out. Can you be able to just give me a short time? It's heating up. The printer is heating up, and then you can start printing. So I'll take any questions before we begin.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Must you necessarily use the TF card? Can't you connect the printer directly to the computer?
Yes, you can connect it directly. There are other printers that even have Wi-Fi capability. Even this, you can add Wi-Fi so that you print over Wi-Fi. Any other question?
Yes, on the browser interface, I can see estimated print time.
You can see?
Especially on my side.
You can see what?
Estimated printing time. Estimated printing time.
Yes.
So on my side, it says 1 day, 2 hours, and something. Does it take that long?
1 day, whoa. Yes, that estimated time will be there, but it should not take 1 day. Maybe your part was too big.
Maybe I should screen share and show you.
Yeah, share.
That shows.
But guys, now you can see it has started printing. It was heating up. Okay. Yes, you.
It was printing a brain.
Yes, maybe. It may take 1 day, as it says, because it's solid and it's very complex. But we are going to see how to hold it. Getting a brain is not cheap.
True.
So we will cover that in our next lesson and how you can minimize it, because it's not hollow inside. Aya, so mnaona, nataka muone. Can you see our part is starting to print?
Yes.
Sawa, you see it printing, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, so I'll let it print, and then I'll share with you in the group the picture of the final thing. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Can all of you, I think, can see it printing now. So I'll share with you in the group the final print of how it turns out. But everyone, you'll share with me your whatever you have, and then I'll print for you. So that next time when we meet, we are also going to, I'll come with whatever you have printed. I have printed your files. Just name them, rename them, call yours Justin or Mondi, Rashidi, so that you don't need. So at least I can print for like 5 people, or even if I get time, even 10 of you, and then I'll bring for you.
So we are sending you the G codes.
Yes, you send me the G code, and then you name it. You name it Grace. Grace is one Grace.G code. Rename it. Ndio sasa nisi confuse.
And then I have a question.
Yes.
How much energy do those printers take?
No, they don't spend that. They don't. They are just the motors alone, which is using energy here.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So it's not like the industrial machines in terms of
no, they
power.
I am sure your fridge or your cooler uses more energy than this. It's just the motor.
Really?
Yeah, it does not use a lot of power.
Okay.
Pasi yako, your electric pasi or kettle uses more than this. Okay. So that wraps up. Today we have just a review. We've looked at what are the various parts of a printer, the extruder. We looked at it, the leveling bed, and then we looked at what can be 3D printed, what cannot be 3D printed. Gave you examples of what to consider. Then we looked at how to make a 3D printable part, or how to export and slice and make a G-code, and then loaded it to the printer. So see you next week. I hope we'll make time so that we can physically meet at the American Spaces next week. And then we can be able to continue printing and see what problems are there and how to solve them. Remember, this is brought to you courtesy of Lake Hub and the American Spaces. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.